Hello friends. So in this video we will create the Spring Cloud API Gateway project. Also we will configure automatic mapping API Gateway URL routing. So to create the Spring API Gateway project, so go to this tab and type Spring Initializr. Okay, on this first link, click on this. Select your Maven language Java and select this stable version 3.3.4 and artifact ID. Select API gateway. Okay, name your project, that is the API gateway. Okay. Here packaging will be the jar and Java, the version will be the 17 version. So we need to add some dependencies. We need the 3 dependencies as of now. So first add the gateway dependency. Okay, this dependency we want a Spring Cloud routing gateway. The first dependency we need. Second dependency, that is we need the webflux dependency. Okay, so this dependency we need, and the third dependency we need the Eureka client. Okay, so this dependency we need, and we need these 3 dependency, and click on the generate button. Now our project is created. So go to your download section and extract the project and import this in your IDE. So I already imported this. So this is our API gateway project. You can go in the pom.xml, and here you can notice one thing, right? We added this dependency, this Spring Cloud Starter gateway dependency. So this MVC, it will work in the older version. So if you created this type of the dependency, you imported this type of dependency, so make sure you please remove this MVC and refresh it. Okay, go to the properties file and add some properties in the properties file. Okay, so this properties, we need this property. This is our application name. This property is our Spring Cloud API gateway will run on the 8082 port. You can add any port that is available in your PC. After that, this is our Eureka client URLs. By using this URL, our API gateway project will register in a Eureka server. So this URL will be the same URL that we configure in our discovery service. This is the discovery service project. So here we added this URL. This is the same URL we are using in our Spring Cloud API gateway project. Okay, and third is this is Spring Cloud Gateway Discovery Locator Enable. So here we are enabling the automatic mapping of API gateway routes. So any request is come to our API gateway, so it will redirect to our particular service. So so that is done, the basic configuration we need. So we are done with it. So let's run all the services and we will check. First of all, run our discovery service. Here now our application is up and it is running on the 8010 port. So let's check this. Localhost 8010 port. And here our Spring Eureka server is running up, and here you can see there is no instances available here. So let's run the user service and API gateway also. Here I am running up our user service. Okay, and similarly I am running our API gateway also. Now our user service is up and it is registered to the Eureka server. So here it is saying that it is connected to the user Eureka server and it is already registered. So similarly, it is we will check for our API gateway. So this our API gateway also is registered to the Eureka server. Let's check the Eureka server, refresh it. Here you can see our API gateway and user service is registered in a Eureka server. So after that we will do request from this API gateway to the user service, and we will trigger one of the endpoint, that is we exports. Okay, so let me explain you what I said. So here we will do the request to this Spring Cloud API gateway, and this Spring Cloud API gateway will search the user service and it will redirect the request to the user service. Okay, so let's go to Postman and create one request. Okay, add request. This is add local host. Our API gateway is running on 8082 port, and remove this. Okay, so second thing, we are going to trigger one of the endpoint from the user service. So this is the user service. Go to the controller. In the controller, so we have this endpoint, right? User and check status. So we will trigger this endpoint by using the Spring Cloud API gateway. So for that, we need this user service name. So user service name, so that is registered in Eureka server, because Spring Cloud API gateway will call to the Eureka server and it will get the address of the user microservice. So go to our Eureka server, and here you can see our user service name is the user. So copy this and go to our Postman, add this. This is our user service name. Second, we are going to trigger this endpoint. So copy this user and status check. So add this user. Second is the status check. So copy also this. Okay, and add this. Let's send the request, and it should send our this response. That is, it is working response. So let's check. Now it send the working response, means our Spring Cloud API gateway is working fine. And yeah, this is all about this. In the next video, we will configure our manual configuration for this API. Thank you.